Hey guys, so I wanted to go into talking about getting ready for 2017. Since I've been back from Nigeria, I haven't had a chance to sit down and talk with you guys about, setting goals and getting ready for the year. And it's still January, so we still have time to think about things and, make plans. And it's not too late to get yourself together, even if you haven't really, thought about stuff yet. Like for me, after traveling to Nigeria and coming back and getting right into work and being so busy with work, I haven't had a chance to really sit down and reflect, make my new vision board for the year, look back on what I've done so far last year. So I said, let me sit down and, do this stuff. So, all right, so let's talk about my vision board first and all the things that were on it. And I did say before, I don't know if I said it on a video or when I went to talk at the conference, but everything that's on my vision board and stuff that I made goals for myself, they all came true and, came to life. So I'm really grateful, and I worked hard to get all the things that I wanted and everything like that. So let's go through it. So first, my vision board. Let me scoot back since we got a big board here. So here's the board. So this board is actually from Walmart, and it's actually, let's get my crusty feet out of the camera. So this board is actually from Walmart, and it's actually a dry erase board that's also has magnifying stuff on it. So I can put pictures and then magnet on there. So yeah. All right, so let's just go from the top and then just come on down. So yeah, 2016 was an awesome year. So let's see. So this one, I put this here. I'll explain most of the things, but not everything. I'll explain why I put on there, because it can be for personal stuff that I've had going on. But retreat yourself, and that was the head of this body, and the vacation and all. I think this is one whole idea, this right here. So retreat yourself was for me to just be selfish with my time and my life, and just travel because I want to, and I want to experience things. I just want to live life. And also when you're on vacation, you're traveling, if it's summertime, you got to get your body right. So that went with that, eat right, so that when you are in the sun, on the beach, wherever you may be, I feel good and everything like that. So that's what this represented, just retreating myself and pampering myself and just, living life. This year I went to 2016, I went to Punta Cana. I went to Spain, traveled all over the US, went to New York, DC, Houston, moved, people got married. So yeah, so 2016 was a great year. All right, so this is just a passport, a passport cover, and it says I'm out of here. So that's part of the whole traveling bit. This is working out, getting fit. All right, I come down to here, Louis Vuitton. I put this because I wanted to treat myself to a new bag this year. So my bag that I got this year wasn't Louis Vuitton, but it was an idea. But the bag I got was my Celine, what is it called? The Celine, I'll put the name on here. I don't know why I don't remember, but it was my black Celine bag. So that was my gift to myself. For my birthday, and also my big splurge of the year was my Celine bag. I got it when I went to Spain with my best friend Erica for our birthday, and I got it at the Celine store in the department store called Corte Inglés. So that's what this represents. Passport is also part of traveling and just getting out and stuff like that. So a lot of traveling that I did this year. New York is always a good idea. I definitely went to New York this year. Oh yeah, I went to Vegas with mommy too. Remember the surprise Vegas trip? There's so much stuff happened last year that I barely remember, but I'm glad I have videos to look back on. But yeah, I went to New York this year with Inky, and that's when we went to go do wedding dress shopping for Inky. That was so fun. We went to Kleinfeld's with Inky and so many other dress stores and stuff, and we found the dress, and it was just the best experience ever. Just me, mommy, and Inky. We always have the best time together. All right, so this is traveling. This is first class, nice, luxurious seat. So this is all part of traveling, my idea for traveling, and I did. Also this, this is just me. Anytime I have a bad day, And I'm just thinking, like, if I could just get away. This is like what goes on. This is the picture in my head, like just getting away. This is literally like getting away, just getting away, not looking back. This is, I think this was like the idea of working out, getting fit. And then also, I think more of like getting outfits together and stuff. Like, you know, I think that's what it was, like outfit ideas and stuff like that. Just to, you know, like maybe like revamp my wardrobe. I think that's what it was. Like revamp my wardrobe and get pieces that I actually like and are really good. Money. This is all things. Launching my incoma.com website with my t-shirts and my cosmetic bags. Being a pharmacist, you know, just working hard. I got a bonus and a raise 2016, which is great. And I'll get another one by the grace of God this year too, coming up, hopefully. That should be like next, or in March is when we know if we get a raise or a bonus. So I pray to God that I do. So this just represents just getting that money, grinding, you know, all the hard work that I put into like making YouTube videos, blogging, my online store, being a pharmacist. Like all this is, you know, just to be financially free, financial freedom, enjoying life, improving my quality of life, saving for the future, getting ready for the next phase of life. So that's what all this represents, just getting that money. That's that. So this, it's just funny how like my vision board was in my old apartment and it was up on my wall. So Chris saw it, but it's not like I sat there and explained to him, oh, this means that and this means that. He just saw it. Oh, he was like, what is it? I was like, what's my vision board for this year? He said, okay, that's nice. That's good. But he looked at it, but I don't think he knew understand like what everything meant. But this meant that I hoped that I was going to be engaged and get married this year, 2016, like traditionally married this year. So I put this on before I even knew, or even Chris and I even had the talk of, so like, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's our timeline? But I just prayed to God, you know, and hoped and everything that, you know, this year would be the year that I would get engaged and get married traditionally. And it was. And it's so funny how like, honestly, when I made this board, you know, I dreamed about it. I hoped about it. I prayed about it, but it didn't really come to my mind like how it would be because I wasn't sure. I didn't know. I just, you know, left it up to God and the universe to just put everything the right way and have it just perfectly how it's supposed to be in God's time. And it worked. So this represented getting engaged. So this was just, you know, jewelry companies, Tacori, Tiffany, Cartier. But yeah, and then there's a diamond in the middle. So yeah, this is my diamond, my pear-shaped diamond. So I got the diamond that I wanted. I told Chris that I wanted a pear-shaped diamond. I don't care what it looked like, just be pear-shaped. And he was like, okay. And then when he started looking, he was like, so you really had to like want the rarest type of cut diamond. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, I like it. So he said that he had fun and it was a struggle, you know, trying to find the perfect ring that he knew that he think that I would like and that would look beautiful and everything like that. And I'm forever grateful for my ring. See if I can make it focus. I'm having like, this is like a new camera, so I'm not sure if like, you know, I'm used to like all the technical stuff. But yeah, here's my ring, my pear-shaped ring, and the band. I love the band and the undercarriage of my ring. Like it's so pretty. But yeah, so I love my ring so much. So yeah, so moving on. This represented Chris and I. Like each picture represents a different idea, but together collectively it's about us. So this one, I'll start here. This one is that I pray that it was like, this is my idea. So this is, I'm gonna say it how I said it in my head. But this is just like, I pray that we continue to grow and love each other and we have fun together. We always have so much fun together. It's so ridiculous. Like it's so fun and we laugh about everything. We love the same things. We like the same things. We go on adventures anytime we're together. We always can't wait to be together because we have so much fun things to do. So this represented just growing in our love and our bond and our friendship together. And it's like after this year, like I really feel like he's like my best friend because of like, Okay, good thing you guys aren't looking at my face. He's like my best friend because of all the fun, like all the fun things that we do. Like, okay, so all the fun things that we do, and like just like how much fun like we have. I don't even know how to explain it, but like, you know, when you're with your best friend and you guys like plan like, oh my god, we're gonna see each other this weekend, so we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, and you guys are just talking like the whole weekend. Like, that's how Chris and I are like when we're together, and like we have so much fun, and we like plan all these fun adventures and explore places and drive places and go to the stores and just do random stuff. And like, he knows the things that I like to do and like what makes me happy and excited, so he enjoys doing those things with me because he knows it makes me happy. And then the same, and then vice versa. Like, I enjoy doing things and going to things and looking at things that he likes to do because it's fun to see him enjoy that, you know. Like, for example, like just like random little things like going to Sephora or like Ulta. Chris does not like makeup. He likes it better when I don't wear makeup, and he hates makeup, but he knows that I love going to Sephora, and it's like a candy store, and just like looking at the makeup stuff and buying things. So just the fact that I'm going into a store that I love, you know, that makes him happy to see me like that. Not necessarily me buying makeup, he hates that part, but he just likes that I like to go, you know, just seeing me go to somewhere that I like, enjoying stuff like that. And then vice versa, Chris is an engineer, so he loves all things electronics and stuff. So, you know, like we go, sometimes I'm like, oh, let's go to Best Buy. And he's like, why? Like, just because I want to see like what's going on. Or sometimes he'll be like, oh, let's go to Best Buy and just look around. So we'll just go to Best Buy and just look at like appliances, and he'd be like, oh, I want this dishwasher for our future house, or this fridge. We look at like random appliances like, oh, this is for our future house and stuff. Just get ideas, dream about things, look at cameras, laptops, TVs, you know, headphones, cell phones, random stuff, because like I like that stuff, but he loves that stuff, and it's like I love it more because he likes it, you know, stuff like that. Just like, that's like a really random like general idea of like explaining this picture. So yeah. All right, so this is Jay-Z and Beyonce, the power couple of the universe, second to Barack and Michelle Obama. But this just represents us just, you know, grinding in our respective careers, getting that money, setting goals, having dreams, and just building our empire together. We have so many like business ideas and stuff for now and for the future. So, you know, we always collaborate and brainstorm ideas of stuff like that. So this represents us in just, you know, being the best at our respective careers, and then also coming together and having our own little empire, not little empire, huge empire by the grace of God, you know, one day, of just, you know, just us and just doing things that we love, spreading like, you know, positivity, words of wisdom, and just like friendship, and you know, just showing the world who we are, ideas that we have, and also just enjoying ourselves and stuff like that. So that's what this represents. These two go hand in hand. Obviously, these are traditional marriage pictures. So this was more for me, like I was just dreaming about my traditional wedding day, and I was hoping that it would be this year, and that I would like, this girl looks so beautiful, and I was just, you know, dreaming about, I hope that I look even as beautiful or even more beautiful than her. And look, you see how her coral beads is? After, like, I put this on my vision board for all year, not knowing that I would really have my traditional marriage this year. But when I went to the market in Nigeria to get my beads for my day, I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the one I want, because this was on my vision board. So this is actually the exact coral bead neck piece that I actually wore for my day. My crown was a little different than hers, but it did have the drop thing like hers. And the husband looking so fine next to his wife. So yeah, that was like my vision. Like, this was like my dream. And, you know, just being, it's just crazy how like it came true so beautifully and so perfectly, that it's just like, this is what I wanted. And I dreamed about it, I prayed about it, put on my board, and everything came true. So I think I actually explained everything. I said I wasn't going to, but I guess I did. Actually, something fell off here, and I think it was a picture of, I think, some girl on the beach, and it was like represented like travel, and also like getting fit and eating right and stuff, and getting your body together. Oops. So yeah, so that's my vision board for 2016. So now it's time to make my new vision board for this year. And the way I make my vision board is I just get pictures from like just Google, especially Pinterest, and just like first I like make a list of like what do I want for myself for 2016, how do I see myself, what do I want to achieve, where do I want to go personally, professionally, career-wise, what's the other word I'm trying to say? Career, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, where's that word? Like retreat, but not retreat, like relaxation, like vacation stuff. And so I just like, first I get a paper, make a list, and then I just think about like what pictures represent that to me. And I find them, I Google them, I print them out, and then I just tape them and magnet them onto my board, and I put my board up. So I'm very overdue to do my board for this year because this year was already started, but we'll get to it. But yeah, this is my vision board and I'm so happy about it. I don't want it to go, but you know, it's time for a new phase, a new life, new year, new ideas, new goals. So yeah.